You're watching the Call Outdoors TV.
Sometimes all I think about is getting out, spending all my time alone, trying to forget about how I'll make it out. Seems like all the boys are hanging out at home, 'cause there ain't no doubt when the boys reach out and call me on the phone, things will have to wait, won't ever hesitate, for I'm getting in the zone. I'm getting back to the place where I belong. A little more of the call outdoors, won't you come along? A grove of trees and a place to be, a tom turkey, a lot of luck, a strut and a cluck, now that's a good story. I'm sitting out here in the middle of God's country, and I can't believe that He's made it all for me. In the middle of all my fun, I'm soaking up the sun, waiting for a chance to shoot my gun. Now the story's done been told, even though it's getting old, it takes me back to the place where I belong. I'm getting back to the place where I belong. A little more of the call outdoors, won't you come along? A grove of trees and a place to be, a tom turkey,
back in the game.
A lot of luck, strutting the club, that's a good story. Now the story's done been told, and even though it's getting old, it takes me back to the place where I belong. I'm getting back to the place where I belong.
Where did he come from? Where did he come from?
Yeah.
Welcome to the second episode of the season. Curtis and I are headed down to the great state of Tennessee to do some turkey hunting. We're looking forward to it. However, it is a pretty long ride. Usually, it's well worth it. Let's see what happens.
Oh, a couple more hours. Well, hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, something like that.
Smoke's not bright. It is 2:15 and we just pulled into the property. A couple hours of sleep in the truck and we're gonna be hunting. Finally here, but man are we tired. See you in the morning. I think he's on the back side of it.
Yeah, I think so too. It sounds like he's this way a little bit.
I think right where he was.
Okay.
I would have liked to show you guys that as soon as we got to Tennessee, man, we just rolled right up and shot a bird. In fact, complete opposite. We rolled right up and spooked the birds right off the roost. No good. We played the gobbler somewhat good, but we didn't take into account the hens that were roosted on the front edge of the woods, which we thought they were on the back end. So they all buggered out, and then that alarmed the gobbler. Big mistake.
Well, it's now day 2, and we are after the same bird we were after the first day. However, this time we're on the other side of him without spooking him, and he's gobbling at everything we're throwing at him. However, to our surprise, this bird happens to be a Jake. Oh well, it'll be fun watching him come into the decoys. This Jake decided to hang around our decoys for a couple of minutes, and then we let him wander off. Then it was time to hit the hillside and get cranking on the call and try and see if we can get something dialed up. Well, after a little bit, we did just that. The birds started sounding off.
Is that where that Kee-Kee is? I see a bird.
I know, I said there's a hen right in front of her.
Switched to wearing bottom land camo this year, and I tell you what, it's worked so far. They were walking steps from us. It was so cool too, those hens just coming through. Man, we've heard some Kee-Keeing today, huh?
Yeah.
Tell you what, man, holy cow. Three of the 4 hens that we've called in today have all done Kee-Kee runs and done a bunch of Kee-Keeing every time. Every time they come in trying to find us and couldn't, they would start Kee-Keeing. And those Jakes just piled in here like they're getting all wound up. It's now day 3, and this bird is gobbling hard off the roost. However, when he hits the ground, he wants absolutely nothing to do with us. So it's now mid-afternoon, and we're setting up the blind, just trying to sit in an area that birds have been passing through. We hit the call, and another bird shows up. It just so happens it's another Jake. This is now starting to get frustrating. We're now moving into the last morning of the hunt. Curtis is up to bat with the gun. Let's pray we can get it done. Otherwise, we're going home on a long road trip empty-handed.
First thing, we're back set up after these gobbler that gobbled at us last night. Tried to go down the pathway to get towards this bird, and we saw a hen roosted on the pathway. She's only 20 yards up, so we had to totally adjust what we were doing. But so we're set up on the field. We think the bird's gonna come to the field, so we got the Jake and hen out there. See what happens. Do you hear a bird strutting? I do. Directly behind us. Yeah. You can hear him drumming behind us. Close to us. Holy cow. It's not good. It's perfect. These birds are gonna pitch in this field. Maybe.
So this morning the hen pitches right down on top of us. She's under 10 yards, and this is what we live for. I mean, the opportunities to get a shot of a hen up close. You know, guys don't realize how much, you know, as callers, as guys that work hard at trying to call, you know, I wanted to get the camera zoomed right up on this hen to see if I could get her to call and get, you know, close-ups and to hear. And sure enough, you know, she starts kee-keeing, and I was like, you know, that is money for us, and that's even better than getting the gobbler into me.
And then we look out to our right, out in the field, and there's a hen, and we believe it was the hen that he was with, and she's heading out to go nest, and he has lost her. And we are sitting in a great spot. So we hang out, we do some more calling. Dave called, nothing. And so we're just sitting there wondering what in the world is going to happen. We're just going to wait this bird out, wait till he gobbles again. We really don't know what's going to happen. And we're sitting there and just kind of dozing almost. And Dave's like, a bird just strut to our right. I'm like, what? He's like, I just heard a bird strut. And I look down the field's edge through the bushes, and I can just see this bird coming, and he is coming right at the avian X. Tennessee has rocked our world. Got the bird here. Dave heard him strut. This bird has hardly gobbled all morning long. And just out of the blue, he shows up. And we smoke him. I had my gun facing this way, and I was like, in case he boogered here, I didn't want to be over here, so I'm facing this way, but then I couldn't turn to see him. And we got a dead bird out there, baby. Yes. Oh. You see the spurs on that thing. Dude, that right there is over 1.5 inches. That's got to be close to over 1.5 inches.
Looks like about 1.5 inches, maybe.
Yeah.
I think it's 1.5 inches.
Oh, baby. That is a 24-pound bird, probably.
Hold him up, I want to see his hooks.
Oh my goodness.
Dude. What is with you? Every time you see a bird in Tennessee, it's a freaking giant.
Oh, it's a giant. It is a giant, man. A giant gobbler here in Tennessee. Oh my goodness, look at the hooks on that thing. That's no 2-year-old. Look at this. This bird is just a giant. Lift that baby up.
Curtis, this bird is... I think this bird's over 25 pounds.
I'm telling you, I was thinking it was 24, 25. We're gonna weigh it out. I have the scale.
I'm telling you, he's gonna go 25, 26 pounds. It's huge.
So it was right, that limb that comes out like that. That bird was roosted right there. And we were like, we can't go in there. So we just set up as close as we could.
Yep.
And it worked
Up
out.
there, and we set up down here.
The gobbler went the other way for an hour or so. I called. I broke out the box call. Nothing. Dave gets up and sweet yelps. Bird gobbles. I'm like, oh brother. I've done calling all morning. And Dave just like, yelp, yelp, yelp. And then he calls again.